What's going on, guys? It is your boy Beagers, and this man over here is the one and only champion of the Galar region, Leon. He is undefeated ever since he became the champion, but that's not going to stop us from taking away the title. And we're going to do it using only a Ditto. This is our Ditto, named Flubber, that's going to take us to victory. And as we all know, Ditto can only learn the move Transform, which makes him one of the only two Mons that can actually have this move, unless you use Metronome, being only Mew and Ditto. There's a theory on Ditto that every single Pokemon came from him, and that Ditto was a single-celled organism that created all of Pokemon. But I think a scientist just created some flying rubber, and that's what we have now. Ditto actually does not have the worst stats in the world, but unfortunately, they do not really matter. When you transform, it takes the stats of any other Mon on the opposite side of the field, no matter what Ditto's level is, besides for its HP. So that is what we're going to focus on in EV training on the way to level 100. Flubber is at level 100 with as much EV training and HP as you can do with the move Transform. Let's see how hard this challenge is really going to be. Challenging Leon for the first time, I wanted to see how far we could go without any items whatsoever. So, it's time to see what our little Flubber has got for Leon. His first Mon is going to be the Mon we transform into for the rest of the battle, being Aegislash. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought originally, because when we transform, we are only going to be allowed to be in shield form. Unlike other Mons where Transform copies the ability, Aegislash is unique. If a Pokemon other than Aegislash obtains stance change with Imposter or Transform, the Pokemon will not change forms. Which is not a terrible thing, just means we're not going to hit very hard, so we need to make sure we Dynamax at the right time. Leon's Aegislash has King Shield, Shadow Ball, Sacred Sword, and Flash Cannon as its moveset. The fact that he goes for King Shield turn 1 still confuses me. Anyways, we go for Transform to become the mighty shield that will protect us from any harm. Dun 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 dun! Since he already used King Shield, I know he can't protect himself next turn, so I go for a Shadow Ball. But since we have the same speed stat, he happens to win the speed tie and hit me with a super effective Shadow Ball. At least now, he is in sword form and we can hit him pretty hard, and actually, kill him in one shot. We are at a little more than half health, and we still have 5 more to go. I still think we got this. But as soon as I say that, he brings out his Cinderace, which is one of the scary Mons that we're going to have to deal with, since I picked Grookey as my starter to make this as hard as possible. The only move that I need to worry about is his Pyro Ball, which only has 5 PP, so I decided to go for a King Shield to block one of them. I'm starting to realize that Pyro Ball will probably kill us, so it's time to Dynamax, and we should be able to kill with my moves being quite a bit stronger. He goes for a Pyro Ball and actually misses. That is huge for us. We hit him with a Max Steel Spike, which is not super effective, and I know what you guys are thinking. But it does give us a defense boost. So now I know we can kill with a Max Shadow Ball and live a Pyro Ball, right? Yeah, no. No, I was completely wrong. He lives on actually 1. Of course he does. Just my luck. He goes for a heal after hitting another Pyro Ball, and I go for a Max Knuckle to get off some damage, also to up our attack, not realizing that Sacred Sword is our only physical move. I'm forgetting things just like the professor in the movie, and with that bad idea of the Max Knuckle, our Dynamax is gone. Now, I'm just hoping that we can get past the Cinderace to at least take a breath. I go for a King Shield, still trying to get rid of all of his Pyro Balls, and now we're down by 4, only 1 more to go. At this point, I'm thinking we just need to hope for the best, fingers crossed, and hit him as hard as we can. And he starts going for Acrobatics. By my count, he still has 1 more Pyro Ball, right? But as we go for our second Shadow Ball to take him out, he goes for Acrobatics again. I don't quite understand why he did not go for his last Pyro Ball, but you know what? I'm okay with that. That thing was a lot harder to get rid of than I thought. Then Leon decides to bring out his Haxorus, who is scary. He has Earthquake, and our defenses are pretty high at 150, and we have a defense boost, so I'm positive we can at least live 1. He does hit his Earthquake, and we live on 5. I was right! Our luck might be turning around! We hit him with a Flash Cannon because it's neutral damage, just like Shadow Ball, but it doesn't even bring him down to half. And he outspeeds us. He goes for an Iron Tail just to show us up that he can hit a 75% accurate move and knocks us out. But we are not going to be giving up that easily. We actually got pretty far by getting to his third Mon without using any held items, which I think is pretty impressive. At least we got farther than I thought we were going to get. So this time we're going to go and give our second try while holding an item. And I decided to go with the most reliable item in the game, leftovers. Which sounds weird to me. Why would you hold leftovers in your pocket? Come to think of it, does Ditto even have pockets? With the leftovers, we'll be gaining a little bit of health back, which adds up, even if we're not protecting. With as many turns as we had on our first try, I thought this was the smartest item to grab. So, let's go back and fight Leon for take 2. My prediction for the second fight is that we actually get to Charizard, but to do that, I think we're going to have to do something a little bit different. I want to know what you guys think. Can we actually beat Leon this time? Leave it in the comment section if you think we actually can. We Dynamax turn 2 and try to hit him with a Max Phantasm, and he goes for King Shield, which does not fully protect him, so we do a little bit of damage. But at least he can't do it again. He wins the speed tie again and hits us with a Shadow Ball, which does a bit even with us Dynamax. However, we hit him with another Phantasm, and with him being in sword form, we are able to easily knock him out. Next up is once again that quick bunny rabbit with gym shorts, Cinderace. He kind of reminds me of Bugs Bunny on Space Jam. Beagers, please stay focused. I decided to go for Max Steel Strike because last time we were able to live an Earthquake from Haxorus. He hits us with a Flaming Rock of Death and only brings us down about a third. And with the leftovers, we're still gaining a little health back each and every turn. But being taller than everyone does not last very long. Without the Dynamax, I'm not feeling as comfortable with sitting on only 171 health. Time to hit King Shield to gain at least a little more health. Before, we were not able to kill with a Shadow Ball, so Flash Cannon it is. We get hit with a Pyro Ball, which brings us down to almost red. This is still super hard, even with leftovers, but I'm not going to give up just yet. At least now, we know you're not going to heal. Shadow Ball will knock you out. We go for one more King Shield to gain up a little bit more health. Thank you, leftovers. Then go for Shadow Ball, and I guess Flubber is starting to like us even more because he's dodging Pyro Balls left and right. However, I was wrong yet again. Shadow Ball did not knock out Aegislash. Beagers, did you really just call this bunny an Aegislash? Maybe you should stop while you're ahead. Oh, wait, too late. Which means we have to go through the whole thing again. Since I know he's going to heal, I go for a Shadow Ball just to get off as much damage as we can. And even with one of my strongest moves, this thing looks like it's going to take 3 Shadow Balls to get rid of. And I just don't have that. So now it's time to do some much needed thinking. I go for a King Shield again to just gain some health, and he starts going for Acrobatics. I was not counting this time, so he may be out of Pyro Balls. If that's the case, now I have a plan to have health and get rid of this thing. Since I resist flying type moves, being a steel type, I go for Sacred Sword because I'm running out of PP on everything else. We hit a King Shield again to keep lowering his attack as much as we can. Now his attack is down by 2 stages. We're just going to have to keep doing this until we eventually knock out the Cinderace. The only catch is after doing all of this, he still has 4 Mons left. And I only have a few moves. Haxorus comes out, and last time we lost to Haxorus, but we did not have enough health, so now we have a better chance. I go for our very last King Shield to have as much health as possible, and the leftovers gets us up to 215 HP. Time to go on the offensive. He hits us with an Earthquake, and thanks to the higher health of Ditto at level 100 and Shield form, we can take these hits with ease. We hit Flash Cannon, and it looks like we are in the same situation again, just like Cinderace. It's going to take at least 3. After going back and forth with Flash Cannons and Earthquakes, he brings us to 27 health. 27 health. But we are able to get rid of this beast. So at least we got through that, but we still have 3 to go. This uphill battle just keeps getting harder. Now for a first look at Seismitoad, which lands one earthquake and takes us out. I'm not going down without a fight. I'm just too stubborn for that. We may not be able to win with just held items alone, so let's see. If we use the broken battle items, maybe, just maybe, we can win this. So let's go pick up a few items. X special attack, X defend, and X special defense. I think that's good enough. I decided to pick up a lot of battle items because I started to realize that we have not even made it to the powerhouse Charizard that is going to be super effective against us. And Gigantamax. So for a third try, I'm going to go all out, and I even have a plan all set up and ready to go. I just need the beginning to go my way. Third time's the charm. We jump into battle, and it goes the same way the last two battles went, with a transform and a Sacred Sword from his Angel Slash. Now, here comes my plan. What I need him to do is go for a King Shield so I can use 2 X special defenses so he does not do any damage to me, and I can get the rest of my stats up. Thank you, Lord Helix Fossil. That's exactly what he does. He goes for King Shield, and we use our first special defense. Now, as we fast forward through most of this, we max out our special defense, and our special attack. Again, I'm not going down without a fight. We did have to use a few King Shields of our own to keep up our health, but now we can just one-shot Angel Slash with a Shadow Ball, even in shield form. Next comes out the Cinderace. We do a quick Dynamax so we can tank the hits, even easier just in case of a crit. We use Max Phantasm and easily take him out. After all that, it feels real good to just take him out in one shot. We still have amazing health and Dynamax for at least 2 more turns. Third out is his Haxorus, which we don't have to worry about too much since this is the first time being Dynamaxed against it, and our defense is at max. He hits us with an Earthquake, which does absolutely nothing, and we hit her with a Steel Spike and one-shot it. Time for the mob that knocked us out the last time because we didn't have enough health or even a shot. Seismitoad. I'm still a little worried because this will be a stab Earthquake. He goes for the Earthquake and it does nothing. Maybe I really didn't need all these battle items. Anyways, we hit the Seismitoad with a Steel Spike and knock her out as well. That's 4 down, and we've gotten the furthest we've gotten yet. But we are not done yet. We still have 2 more to go, and our Dynamax is gone. Dracopult is the next one to arrive on the scene, and this thing is fast and has stabbed Shadow Ball. I want to make sure I keep as high health as possible, since we don't have Dynamax anymore. So I go for a King Shield to protect ourselves and heal up thanks to leftovers. He hits us with a Shadow Ball, and it does nothing. We land our own Shadow Ball and put him down. Now it is time for the long-awaited battle. Flubber versus the prize beast, Gigantamax Charizard. And this is the mon I was most scared of because of G-Max Wildfire. It's time for Flubber to take his crown as we go for our strongest move in Shadow Ball. And Charizard hits us with a Wildfire and brings us almost to half health, even with our special defense being at max. All we need to do is hit him with one more Shadow Ball. He goes for max Airstream for some reason, which doesn't do anything to us, and we take out the Charizard with our very last Shadow Ball. Flubber is not flying rubber anymore. He is now the champion standing on top of the mountain that took a lot of items and quite a bit of luck to win. If we did not have to transform into Angel Slash and have Leon's Mons all have a super effective move against Angel Slash, I think it'd be possible with only a held item, or maybe I'm not a Pokemon master and one of you guys are. But without further ado, thank you guys for taking a look at the video, and if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys very, very soon.